If you do work that you love and the work fulfills you, the rest will come. That quote from Oprah rings true for our next guest. Phyllis Haynes, the owner of Southern Relishes, turned her cooking hobby into a business that she is very passionate about.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So let's start off how this all began. You had a family recipe and a great idea.
Yes.
And it took off.
It took off. I decided that I needed to do something additional to supplement my income, and I took a visit to WBDC, and it was at that point I was told that if I was selling the relish, which I was, to my friends and family as a hobby, that I had a business. So I took the 8-week course, which prepared me to develop my business. Upon graduation, I formed the LLC, and now I'm in business.
And we're going to have more about that coming up actually in our next segment, which is great, so people with other ideas can do the same as you.
Exactly.
And today we are making...
A meatloaf. It's one of the comfort foods since we're still in the middle of a little chill. This would be a great something that you can make, and you're making it with the 5 ingredients, and you have a natural, no preservative relish that we're adding, which is the sweet and mild.
This right here?
Yes.
And it's called Chow Chow.
Chow
What is Chow Chow?
Chow Chow is a combination of chopped vegetables. At the end of the summer in Mississippi, we would take vegetables and can them for the winter, and we ate them mostly, the Chow Chow, with beans and our regular meals. And now it's something that you can use as additive to your meats or make a great dip, which is the
so we're adding
cream
a whole
cheese.
lot of flavors here.
Yes, a lot of flavors.
All right, well, let's get started here.
This is one of the things that I found when you preparing ground beef. One of the way to get the flavors evenly distributed is to open your meat like this, which also, believe it or not, ground beef is something that you need to handle gently. It's not a meat that you need to over.
How much meat do you have there?
This is a pound, 1 pound of ground beef, and this is the lean. And we're going to add the salt and pepper, gently fold that in.
Okay.
And then I have 1 cup of, these are Italian breadcrumbs that I'm going to add.
All right. Now, you don't have to do this in a bowl. It's okay with parchment paper?
Oh, this is good. And this will...
I'd probably make a mess, Phyllis.
Yeah,
but you're a professional, I suppose.
Cooking is fun, and you should be. You should make a mess. It's much more enjoyable. So after we mix this up, what we're going to do is then we add it to the bowl for the liquid ingredients. Of course, I have it on this chopping block, which makes it a little bit more difficult. But what you want to do is now add this to your mixing bowl.
Okay.
And you add your wet ingredients, which would be. You want to help me out with a cup of...
certainly.
Yeah, that's a 1 cup right here. Give me 1 cup of the...
Mariah's
sweet Mariah. Mariah is a great grandmother, and it's also a family name for 5 women in my family from Mississippi. So when I thought about the product and the fact that it was a family recipe...
They're so cute.
Thank you. I decided to name it after the grandmother.
Okay.
And then we need a 4th cup of Worcestershire sauce right there.
All right, I could do that.
Yep.
Do you have the oven preheated?
Yes, it's 350, and you cook it for about an hour after you mix.
Okay. And this is pretty simple, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Someone who doesn't cook, like myself, I can handle this?
Absolutely. You can do this as soon as you come home from work.
Okay.
In an hour, you have a meal. We have string beans and carrots, but one of the favorites with meatloaf, of course, is mashed potatoes.
Yeah, a very well-balanced meal at that.
Yes.
Now, you don't need an egg in here. Did the
I don't
relish
use
take
the
place of the egg?
Exactly, because you have onions, you have sugar, and you have all of your peppers. So this would eliminate the chopping. Normally, when you make a meatloaf, you're chopping either green peppers and onions.
So much easier.
So much easier, and the flavor.
Oh, terrific.
The flavor is awesome.
It smells great, like right off the bat. Something you could dip with crackers.
Yes, you can use it as a salsa.
Right?
Yeah, especially the hot. And then at this point, you mix, and then you add it to your loaf pan.
Do you have to spray the loaf pan down?
No.
Or not necessarily?
No, you don't.
Okay.
This is all we have to do. And you bake it uncooked for about an hour.
Okay.
Okay. Add it to your loaf pan.
So where can people find your relishes?
The relish is currently sold in some area gourmet shops. Let's see, where? Right now, the Whole Foods in Milford, ShopRite, West Haven. We also have locations in Hamden. There is the Chicken Shack.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Bon
knows
appetit.
About that, sure.
And because it's an all-natural product, it's also sold at time and season. And then there's other various locations throughout Connecticut.
Yeah,
I have some in Southbury.
I see sweet and mild.
Yes.
What other flavors do we have?
Hot and spicy and hot, hot, hot. Hot and spicy has 1 pepper, and hot, hot, hot has 3 peppers. So it gives you a little bit more heat, but only boosts the taste.
Okay, now do you have any other things in the works? Do any other projects?
Yes, we do. We're opening up a Mariah's Market in West Haven.
Oh, cool.
And that will be to showcase the other Connecticut-made products, similar to the ones you see in the basket. We are hoping to help other producers get in the market, an opportunity to bring their products to the consumer for testing. Now, one of the things you can do if you like a gravy with your meatloaf, you can mix. If you want a brown gravy, you can mix a half a cup of the relish with the brown gravy, or like a tomato paste.
All right.
And then where you have your gravy, if you like that.
Well, Phyllis, we're running out of time, but stand by, and we want to try this. Stick with us till the end of the show.
All right, good.
Now, the Women's Business Development Center is proudly supported by Citizens Bank. Phyllis, again, stay with us. I know Jocelyn's going to love to have some of this.
All right, great. Thank you, Teresa.
Sure. Coming up next, want to start your own business.